Hello, wonderful people of the internet. It's Shadows Girl 1920 here, and we're back with another episode of Evil Genius. Well, that was good timing with the music. Yep, so we've got our hotel in place. We've got a few tourists freaking out. We had a bit of an issue with agents on the island, and some people died, and tourists saw body bags, and we've got a bar built now as well. I've kind of separated them up a bit. I'm trying to keep the tourists busy going back and forth. So yeah, that's a thing. We've got a handful of hotel rooms, and the base is coming along nicely. I've done some plotting around the world, so we've got a handful of acts of infamy to pull off. Oh, we've had quite a few pop up, and yeah. So destabilize the stock market. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Samurai sword swindle. I'm trying to find stuff to steal, but we're only seeming to be getting flags rather than, yeah. I'm trying to find stuff that'll increase loyalty around the map, but it doesn't seem to be happening. We've managed to pick one up in Siberia. Yeah, I'm trying to get our notoriety up. Obviously, we need to get it to about 50 to get a new henchman and to find our next crime boss. So I suppose I'm going to pull all my technicians and workers out, get them back on the island where they're more needed. Now that I've picked up those acts of infamy, I've just kind of been bouncing them around the world map to get what I need done. Yeah. And then I should just have my stealing guys off. Yeah. Fantastic. Cool. So we'll just double check the island. We've got, oh yeah, that's right, we're still dealing with the aftermath of this. I'm trying to get them capture tagged while they're outside the base, and then they can die in here. Body bags then don't become a thing. Once our notoriety is closer to 100, we should be able to rip this out and turn it into an armory, and then just chuck a few beds up this end. As you can see, I'm kind of trying to keep all the staff resources up this end, although we do have our archives here for now until we get more archive equipment. Yeah, but we've still got to leave space because we will be picking up a science lab at some point, so I don't want to be extending too much into this last little bit of mountain we've got going. But also, once we get nuclear power, I'll be able to take out this power plant as well, because we should be able to fit about 6 nuclear reactors in here, which will be enough to keep the island going as long as we don't overdo it on the power. Wow, we have a lot of tourists on the island. That is a lot.
Prisoner termination requested.
Excellent. Now, we've got about $1.5 million, so we're not hurting for money when we need it, which is just great. Alright. Now, there are some tasks that essentially incite World War III, and we'll be keeping an eye out for those, because it actually makes your life a little bit easier, because then when agents from different regions like Smash and Saber end up on the island, they're going to fight each other, and then you just pick off the remains, and that also makes life a little bit easier. It also helps when you get the super agents, because they cause a lot of drama for you. But if they're too busy fighting each other, they just time each other out and then leave the island, which is just fantastic, especially when Dirk Masters happens. Oh yeah, he's not fun. The other ones you can kind of send your valets after, and they get psychologically weakened and eventually time out. Dirk Masters, you lose so many military minions. because you have to just beat him up until he leaves. And you don't want your super agents going near your henchmen, so you can't even really use your henchmen for this, because they are the only thing that can actually kill your henchmen. And we are probably getting close to seeing our first super agent, probably in the next couple of episodes. So yeah, however, I've wasted 5 minutes talking, so let's pick a couple of things to do. So Chinese whispers. So we've got a new opportunity to sow chaos and dissent for our own benefit, and 2 local warlords are currently negotiating land rights. Both are wary of being scammed and are looking for infiltrators to see what the other's plans are. Ooh. By secretly hiring our services to both parties, along with judicious application of misinformation, the warlords will remove each other, leaving it... Oh, okay, that sounds like fun. So 4 workers, 1 valet, 1 guard. And then, of course, I like to chuck in a couple of extra guards in, because when it comes to stuff like this, guards die first, and we want to... Actually, I might chuck in an extra worker too, because generally the valets are the last ones to be booted off the map. But we need at least 1 person alive at the end of this. Samurai sword swindle. Alright, the sword of a legendary samurai is currently on display in a Sapporo museum. Even the Yakuza have nothing but respect for the blade and would not dream of desecrating it by theft. Thankfully, we are not constrained by such scruples, and the relatively light security will make breaking in and corroding the sword using an acidic, oxidizing solution a simple task for even the most dunderhead of our minions. This should prove to be a vast embarrassment to Patriot, who are charged with its protection. It's only got 5 notoriety. Oh, this one looks a bit... Oh, but 20 heat. We'll just have to step out of Patriot territory for a wee while we cool off, probably. Alright, 8 technicians. So we'll be destabilizing a stock market... Okay, so part of our cover operation, our legitimate business fronts, if we can, you know, run the stock market funny, our stuff will sell for more. Okay, that sounds like fun. 8 technicians though. Yeah, okay, that leaves us with 2 at home for training up more. And we'll give them a couple of guards too. Alright. We'll get this one underway.
Commencing mission.
Now what else can we do around here? Obliterate Nashville with a... What is it? A prototype earthquake generator. Interesting. What have we got here? That one's done. Notoriety. We want to go for the high notoriety ones. Here we... Oh! Clubbing baby seals. I don't know how I feel about that one. It also requires mercenaries, which we haven't unlocked yet. So, yeah, something we can't quite do yet. Oh, okay, here we go. Here's one of the ones I was talking about looking out for. So, this one is a Patriot and Smash are getting along.
Good morning.
Oh, cool. We've got the Chinese Whispers one done.
Big story is the shocking raid that took place earlier today.
Cool. And we're obviously going to do this one. 6 workers, 4 valets.
And now the weather. The outlook for the Sahara is the same as usual. Drier than a dehydrated spring.
Alright, pull these guys out. Set these guys to plotting and then hiding. Cool. Is that everybody we need? No. Plotting and then hiding. We don't want to generate too much heat while we're in that region. Oh. Hiding. We've had agents pop up. And if they've popped up in these two regions, they will have popped up in this region, which is why I made them hide straight away. Alright. And we'll pick maybe one more active infamy before we go back to checking out. Alright. And... yeah. Notoriety, 5 notoriety. We're going to go for the 10 notoriety, obviously. 6 workers, 6 technicians. We can't do that one yet. 8 workers. And we're going to tweak a mammoth cloning machine so that it kind of causes the mammoth to rage all over the show. So 8 workers. And we'll give them a couple of guards. Fantastic. Alright. How's the island going? Have we got any new prisoners? We do!
Execution order confirmed.
Fantastic. And who's that there? Oh, it's just a couple of investigators. So we'll just keep an eye on them from time to time. If they come and harass the front door, we'll set them up for destruction. But most of the time they just kind of walk around, hang out in the hotel for a bit. And as long as they don't see any body bags, they go back with nothing to report. So, not a big deal. Yeah. Cool. Yep, so that's happening. How are we doing minion-wise? We're still we're a little short on guards and valets. So we'll get the boss man. He's kind of been walking around making sure that nobody decides to leave due to low loyalty, because we haven't found any theft type missions yet. Which just, you know, is a thing. Alright. Destabilize the stock market. Is that the one we were after? Collateral damage? Yeah.
Commencing mission.
And then we're just waiting on the guys to arrive in Siberia. That one's done.
You're listening to the Nipponese National Wire Service. In an effort to dispel rumors that Soviet forces are behind the shocking felony committed today, a senior member of Patriot Council flew into Tokyo to reassure the Japanese public.
I wouldn't trust the Soviet further than I could throw him. But we don't think the commies are behind this one. We suspect some sort of evil organization.
Fantastic. Alright. Oh, painful. And here we go. 8 workers in the region. Let's get that one underway.
Hello, America City. Welcome to the Continental News with me, Lucia de Gama, broadcasting live from Rio. The region has been rocked today by reports that the evil organization Misterioso has struck in Latin America. Smash has refused to comment on the incident, causing many to doubt whether they are really able to protect our territory.
Right, who's this? Burglars? No.
Rascal here on the only private radio station in the USSR. Still trying to shut me down, but they won't find me. Siberia's too big and I'm too smart, yeah? Word is that a powerful evil organization has been making a fool of Hammer, committing crimes and getting away with it. Hammer's trying to cover it up, but you guys know Rascal will give you the skinny.
Alright, cool. So we've managed to up our notoriety. Obviously 50 wasn't what we thought it would be. So that's fine. Alright. We have a lot. Oh my goodness! Okay, we need to just do a terminate. We're going to end up with some panicking tourists, but we're being overrun.
Kill tag issued. Intruder tagged for termination.
Right, and with mercenaries on the island, we're going to be sending one valet, one technician, one guard to hide in Antarctica. And that way, if everyone on the... if all of our second tier minions get wiped out, we've got more. Alright. Now what we need is we need Lord Kane over here dealing with these guys. These guys are dangerous. They're only good soldiers, but they're going to shoot on sight. So we need them gone. We've got a couple of teams of them. They are enough to actually knock Lord Kane out, so I need him to summon minions. Yeah. I thought we were doing quite well. We upped our heat too quickly. Now we've got panicking tourists, so we're going to have to execute them. What are you doing inside?
Kill tag issued. Warning, hostile presence detected in base.
Right, and then any panicking tourists are going to be dealt to as well. Right, have we got our guys heading out to Antarctica? Looks like it. Too much fighting. We've got staff abandoning us. That's not cool. No, I don't want to go on alert just yet because it stops our staff from, it stops the minions from doing things, and it exhausts them and then causes them to lose loyalty over time. So I try to avoid that as often as possible. What are these guys doing still? They're still snooping. Lord Kane. I'm going to get you down here to deal with them before they start shooting up my base. Well, they'll shoot up the hotel first, and I do not enjoy that. Unfortunately, being of the good tier, their smarts are too high for Lord Kane to just deal with them psychologically. Okay, it looks like things are starting to calm down. So any tourists who are panicking are now going to be captured.
Intruder tagged for capture.
Simply because we don't want them running back with all of this stuff.
Capture tag issued.
We don't want them running back and essentially telling the forces of good that we're up to no good. Right, I think I got them all. Yeah, and now Lord Kane, once he's a little bit closer to these guys, I'll get him to summon them in. Alright, we need scientists for that one. We don't have that tier just yet. I'm going to try and get our notoriety up to 60 over the next episode, maybe even 100. Alright, these guys can stay hiding here for just a little bit longer for their own safety. Where's Lord Kane? Unconscious, I missed it. Great. and yeah, low loyalty. Where's the boss? He can move up here.
Interesting.
Ah, no!
Intruder tagged for capture.
Alright. Cool, we've started capturing the tourists that were causing us issues.
Prisoner termination requested.
We will have those soldiers coming to deal with us soon.
Capture tag issued. Intruder tagged for capture. Capture tag issued.
Alright. Yeah, we've gained a bit of heat. I may have to pull out of the world menu for out of the... Oh, yeah. Alright. We're pulling everybody out. These guys need to hide. Yeah, we're going to pull everyone else off the world map for a while. And that's just going to lower our notoriety. No, not our notoriety, our hate. Notoriety doesn't go away once you've gained it.
On security network.
Alright, now how's Lord Kane doing? He's gonna get dropped off in the barracks. He's unconscious. All of our staff are being killed as they're coming back from... This is ridiculous. Alright, we just kind of have to wait for that to blow over. Alright, some of our men are actually getting in and getting some hits in now, so it's probably a good thing. How's our minion score going? Yeah, we've still got some guards, that's good. How's Lord Kane doing? Yeah, health and endurance are right down on low. Alright.
Prisoner execution order confirmed.
Let's deal with the tourists who were panicking. And I think I'm gonna leave it there. Yeah, that's definitely all we've got time for. So, if you like the video, then hit that like button, and if you like my channel, then please subscribe. You can find me on Facebook and Twitter. Links will be down in the description below, and I'll see you all next time.